My name is Lanie Ennis. I am 29 years old. I have 5 kids. They are 5 little boys. They are back to back. We call them doorsteps. The oldest one is 8 and the youngest one will be 2 in January. And I am the owner of Southern Belle Studios. We sell wholesale blanks, which is door hanger blanks, blanks to make signs, artsy craftsy stuff. We do a little bit of graphic design, and we also have paint parties at our studio. I was the diet pill queen. Every 3 months I would go get my prescription refilled, but I just didn't feel good. I would have that burst of energy and get things done, but I would crash because you can't take diet pills indefinitely. It's your own cycles, and when I wasn't, it was just, I felt groggy and moody and just awful. And then with food, I feel like I can get comfortable eating anything, obviously. But I kind of knew what I like. I'm not very adventurous, so I knew what I liked, and I would eat those things whether they were healthy or not. As far as, I have a small frame, so it wasn't really a weight loss struggle. It was just more of a tone and tightening, get back to the pre-pregnancy structure of my body. I had 5 C-sections, so it was just really that midsection that just wasn't tight, and I was just never really happy with it. First of all, I've never been one to sweat. I was super preppy and I hated PE. I would rather take a failing grade than run and do all those things. So I was not athletic in the least. That just wasn't really my thing. Last January, after my 5th child, I had abdominal plasty. And I thought that was going to fix all of my problems. It got rid of that pouch, I guess, that I had. Before then, I didn't have broad shoulders that was where I gained weight at. What they don't tell you when you have that type of surgery is that you no longer gain weight there anymore. You gain weight in other places. So after that was the first time I had struggled with gaining weight on my arms and my back. And you can't hide that like you can weight around your stomach. I felt like a linebacker, and I was like, I just can't. I thought I was gonna feel so great after I had this surgery. This is what I wanted forever. And I just wasn't as happy as I thought I was gonna be. But it was because in my mind, I'm gonna have this surgery, I'm gonna continue to eat like I want to, and I was just gaining weight in a different place than I normally, and I couldn't live like that. I didn't feel good in my clothes. I didn't, you save for that surgery and you look forward to it for a long time, and you're like, I'm gonna wear all the bathing suits, but it didn't happen for me the way that I thought it was going to, because now I had a new problem and it was a lot harder to hide. And so that's when I knew I had to make a change. I started seeing a lot of the faster way on social media. My assistant Brandy did the faster way, and her before and after was just amazing. And I could tell, she told me she had more energy. I could tell she was more energized. And I'm a hungry girl. I am farm fed, grew up on a farm, so I like to eat. And I was like, I just can't do without food. And she was like, girl, I eat more now than I ever have before. And it's the truth. I was hesitant. I didn't know all about it. I'd seen other people having results. But to me, all of our money pours into our children. So taking a $200 chunk of money to spend on myself was like, I can't do that. And that was the biggest hesitation. But it also kept me, okay, I've spent this money, I have to do this. I can't, because I've done other fad diets and stuff like that and just not really stuck with it. I can't tell you how many times I've paid for a gym membership and went twice and ended up having to pay the full year. And so when I told my husband, he was like, no, we're not gonna spend that money. And I was like, no, but I am. And so I did it, but it's changed our whole life. They definitely needed more vegetables and whole foods anyways. It's in our lifestyle, in our busy day in and day out. It's easy to pop something in the microwave, in the oven, in the crock pot, and just let it cook for itself. Doing this, they can help me. They love cutting up the vegetables and doing the meal prep. They still eat macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. So where I may just have a piece of salmon and some asparagus, I'm going to give them the crescent roll and the macaroni and cheese or the rice or whatever. But they've ate a lot healthier now too. And so has my husband, who eats trash pretty much and can and looks amazing. But I mean, I think it's made us all around healthier. No, I didn't. And that was something that was important to me because our budget is so budgeted out. And I kind of thought, and you hear all these things like just from other people and influencers and bloggers, and all these people are like, I bought these chips and they were $12. And I was like, I can't do that. But no, we buy Great Value brand. If I can get fresh vegetables, I will. But no, I don't feel like it's maybe even decreased because we're not buying $12 oven pizzas and chicken nuggets and all those things. So I would say, if anything, our budget has decreased. I feel like I have more energy. Now, talking about the diet pills, you get this energy that's like indescribable. And for a long time, I didn't think I could get that without that drug, basically. I mean, that's what it is, but you can. It's totally obtainable, and there's not a crash. So that was amazing. My husband noticed I had better energy. He noticed I was in a better mood, which I wasn't expecting at all. But he was like, you're in a better mood, you're more patient, you handle things better than you did before. As far as differences you could see, within that first week of cutting the gluten and the dairy, I noticed major differences in my body. I think I took a picture in the beginning and then a week later, and I just looked completely different. The brain fog, just the grogginess and the tiredness, I don't feel like we struggle with that as much. So all around, it really has changed our whole entire life. And I know that sounds crazy and corny, and I told my friend the other day, she was complaining about the weight that she had put on. I'm like, you've got to try this, it's life-changing. And she was like, okay, like, how much are they paying you? And I'm like, they're not. That's the thing. That's what makes this program so different, is it's like, I'm not being paid anything. I just want to tell you because it changed my life. And you may not see the biggest difference on the outside, but I see a difference. I see differences and changes in my body all the time, and that's fun. But it's changed the way I eat. It's changed the way I feed my children. I don't know. It's just, it really is life-changing. Quincy was amazing. She was so encouraging and funny, and she didn't make me feel like I could mess up. I could stumble. It would be okay. I could pick right back up the next day. She made me realize that it was very obtainable. We're all human. We all just have a bad day and want to drink a glass of wine and eat some pretzels or carbs or whatever, but she taught it to us. We learned it the next day, pick it back up. And that was Quincy saying, log it and move on. And that helped me out a lot, because in the past, if I had a bad day, I would kind of wallow in that and have a bad week and let that turn into a month. But you log it, and the next day you start fresh. Don't wait. Don't put it off. Seriously, just do it. You're doing it for you. And that was my struggle, was, man, this is a lot of money to spend on me. Because as moms, we don't. I mean, I will buy my kids all the name brand clothes all day long. But when it comes to me, I'm like Ross and whatever I can find. So it is hard for moms to spend that money on yourself, but do it for yourself. You have to take care of yourself in order to take care of your family. And when I say that this lifestyle and eating this way and implementing these strategies has helped my marriage, it's helped my marriage in a lot of ways, because when you are ran ragged by your kids and your business and it's just so much all day, you don't have that time to, or the energy. You may have all the time in the world, you don't have the energy to sit down for an hour or two at night with your husband. And I mean, we have that energy now. We have that time. We make it a point. But before we had the time, we just didn't have the energy. So that's been a big, you have to do it for you. You have to put on your life jacket before you can help other people. And that's been, and this was some moms go get their nails done, some mom, once a week. This was my me time. That getting up in the morning and working out, that was my me time, where he took the kids into another room or, whatever. And that was my time that I focused on me. It's not like the other programs where you have to buy shakes every month or pills or patches or whatever, wraps, whatever. You do it one time and you have that knowledge for the rest of your life. People can't take that away from you. Nobody can take that away from you.